Carle was born in New York in 1929, where he spent his early childhood in America before moving to Germany at the age of 6. After spending some years in Germany, Carle returned to New York with $40 to his name and landed a job as a graphic designer for the New York Times. Carle's art is different and very recognizable. It is created in collage techniques using hand-printed papers, which he cuts into layers to form bright and engaging images. The theme of his story is created from his widespread knowledge and passion for nature, which is often shared by children. In The Very Hungry Caterpillar, this beloved book goes through the week in the life of the very hungry caterpillar and takes you through the process of the caterpillar's transformation, from an egg to a cocoon to a beautiful butterfly in their nature. This book is great for teaching the days of the week, counting food, good nutrition, and the turning of a caterpillar into a butterfly. The Very Hungry Caterpillar is the most popular of all Carle's books. This book focuses on the science and classification of what an arthropod is. The theme of it is hope, change, metamorphosis, and survival. All of Carle's books also provide an interactive portion for the reader. In The Very Hungry Caterpillar, you can turn the flips within the pages to see what food he ate or how much he ate on what day. The Very Lonely Firefly. A firefly goes out into the night searching for other fireflies. It sees a lantern, a candle, and the eye of a dog, cat, and an owl, all glowing in the darkness. It even sees a surprise fireworks celebration. But it's not until it discovers other fireflies that it finds exactly what it's looking for. This book explores living populations and introduces bioluminescence along with nocturnal animals. It shows belonging or life journeys as well. At the end of the book, the reader is able to push a button so when the firefly finds the rest of the fireflies, they light up. Carle's efforts are not to make his books interesting, but also to offer insight to his readers about the world that surrounds them. In The Very Quiet Cricket, a cricket tries to make noise as the other crickets do, but whenever he rubs his wings together, there's no sound. The reader follows him through a romantic tale to get his wish of making noises like the other crickets. This book focuses on animal behaviors while emphasizing on love, belonging, growth, and maturity. The story follows the cricket through the habitat and shows the reader many other life forms, each being recognized by doing its own thing. In the end, the cricket finds its own voice, but not until time is right. At the end of the book, when the cricket finally gets his noise, there is a sound chip with a sensor, so when the reader turns the page, they can actually hear the cricket chirp. Carle acknowledges children's feelings, curiosity, and imagination, as well as stimulating their intellectual growth. In The Grouchy Ladybug takes place on a large leaf with many insects as fireflies dance around the moon. The grouchy ladybug comes across a polite ladybug who also wants to make a meal of the insects for breakfast. The friendly ladybug is eager to share, but the grouchy ladybug challenges everyone to a fight regardless of their shape or size. The reader follows the grouchy ladybug as it chooses opponents to challenge, but then finds that being kind is easier and begins to share. The storyline of this book addresses the theme of the bullying. The flaps within the pages creates an enjoyable read for young readers, along with the small clocks found in the corners to help reinforce the telling of time. In The Very Busy Spider, a number of farm animals try to distract the spider that is busy spinning and doing her web. Unable to be distracted, the busy spider is relentless in her work and doesn't stop until her work is complete. Because of her determination, she ends up with a beautiful and useful web. This book is about hibernation, focusing on how animals survive and how nature has adapted them to survive. The thematic idea is one of the roles and responsibilities along with survival. The reader is able to interact by feeling and touching every time a web is built. So in the end, all these books have Eric Carle's famous form of art. They are bright and engaging and all have interactions with the reader and nature. If it's from chirping of the crickets, the light from the firefly, the flaps for each day or time, or the feeling of the spider's web.